So, in case the incredibly high-quality intro didn't already let you know, it's Thursday! And, speaking of introductions, this is my introduction to you. So, hi, I'm Cailin, and I'm 15, turning 16 in August, but, I don't know, just so you know, I didn't just turn 15, I'm turning 16. It doesn't really matter, though, but, I mean, in where I live, you can't really get a license till you're 17. I live in Connecticut, in case you can't tell by my incredibly thick accent, which involves not being able to pronounce the letter T when it's not at the beginning of a word, like ain't, or can't, or paint instead of paint. I don't mean to, it's really annoying. I try to speak properly, but I just can't. Other stuff about me besides my annoying accent. Should probably think of like 4 things. I'm a nerd, obviously. I really love sci-fi. I like Orson Scott Card, Philip K. Dick, Kurt Vonnegut, just loads of stuff. Obviously television shows too, so I love Doctor Who. I like Star Trek, not so much Deep Space Nine or Voyager, but I love Next Generation, and I would totally pick Picard over Kirk. Other stuff I'm nerdy about. I'm pretty much nerdy about everything. Well, not everything, but anything like that you would generally associate a nerd with, I like at least a little bit. I love Harry Potter, like a lot, a depressing amount. I don't know. I haven't read the books a bunch of times, but I've read them all at least twice, and I remember like stuff from it that I really shouldn't. Yeah, so I'm going to try to keep this brief because there's really not much about me that you want to know, but I don't know, I feel like I'm going to end up ranting and going on really long because, in case you can tell by the amazing introduction, my editing software is, not cooperating currently. It's being spiteful. It doesn't like that I've started to use it. It like just sort of sitting there in my applications folder. Oh, that's something about me. I have an applications folder, not a start menu, and my start menu's along the top, naturally, because, I guess some you can move around and stuff, but I run Linux because, as I mentioned before, I am a nerd, and I like open source software, and I'm all for that movement. Also, I don't have the money to buy Windows, and someone else built my computer for me, or put it together. I have a PC, I'm not a Mac, but I'm also not a Windows,
What doctor is it?
It's the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. The one you've seen, yeah. That was me explaining to my little brother which doctor he's watching right now, because I don't get BBC America, or the normal BBC channels that they watch in Britain, because it's British broadcasting. So he's got a Doctor Who tape from Netflix, and he's actually only ever seen David Tennant, but he gets concerned that whenever we get a new DVD it's going to change, because it can't last forever. So that was him walking into my room, and if I had editing software, I would edit that out. But you should know that I have a 7-year-old brother who I have converted already to Doctor Who fandom. He's a cute little nerd, though, but I feel like he's also a cooler kid than I am, because I was always into nerdy stuff when I was a kid, and he's into cool stuff, like sports and race cars and things. But he does like Legos. Good nerds like Legos. I liked Legos. Like lots of nerdy things. I'm ranting again. I have another brother. I don't have any sisters. I have another brother who's 18, and he's in college, and it's very lonely for me, because I'm not in college, because I'm 15. And I know some 15-year-olds go to college, but I'm not one of them. I go to high school, and it's not fun. So, yeah, it's Thursday, and I'm probably going to see you most Thursdays. Hopefully every Thursday with it. I don't know. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll try to make it every Thursday. Thursday is pretty much the best day of the week, and I'm not saying that because I'm conceited, I'm saying that because it's a fact, because Wednesday, you're sort of halfway through your weekdays, and, you're sort of like, oh, well, at least Monday's done, and then Tuesday's alright, but it's still, like, the rest of the week to go, and then Wednesday's like, well, I'm halfway there, then Thursday's like, hey, Friday's tomorrow, pretty much done with the week, except you still have Friday to look forward to. So at the end of the Friday, it's like, wow, it's not Friday anymore. So you've got hope in your future with Friday. So enjoy what's left of your Thursday, and if there's none of your Thursday left, enjoy your Friday. I hope Wednesday was nice for you.